welcome to the Excited Bull Random Talk. I'm Kim, and I'm coming to you from Norman, Oklahoma. I live with my fiance Jason, our 3 dogs, and a bunch of family. Thank you for joining me for this episode. If you like this episode, like and subscribe down below. Hi guys. Oh my lord. So, 2 weekends ago, Saturday, I did some yard work. I was like, yeah, got some stuff done. It was good. Sunday rolls around, I was tired. It'd been too hot Saturday. I needed a day of just chilling and not really doing anything. So I took a mental health day. I didn't film any podcast stuff and I didn't do anything really. And then Monday rolls around and apparently my yard work Saturday. So I guess I should reverse. My yard work Saturday, I discovered we had a small patch of poison ivy growing under one of our trees. I recently, in the last 5 years, have become allergic to poison ivy. Was not when I was a child. Now I am. Super fun, right? So obviously I've learned to identify it. I identified it and I was like, okay, we need to remove this. I know how to do this now because I've done research. I had done research for preventing poison ivy like on hikes when you're brushing past it. Not for when you're removing it from the ground, which is different because you are like actively breaking stems and roots and leaves and all of that stuff, and so the oil is extra. So like when you're hiking, a long sleeve and some gloves or something like that, and then a good washing later totally will help you. When you're removing it, you need like kitchen gloves, like rubber kitchen gloves up to the elbow. Since obviously, like I said, I didn't know this, I don't know if it's going to pick up because I'm pretty well healed. Some there. Really bad ones over here. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I ended up getting it awful on both my forearms and somehow my stomach. I think I like crossed my arms at some point and got it there. It was atrocious. It was awful. So last weekend, I was like, I'll still film something. And I did film something. And it was, I rewatched it before I posted it. And I was cranky and unpleasant. And nobody wants to watch that. Nobody. So I just deleted it and chalked it up to another lost week. But we are back. I am trying. Now I'm picking, which I shouldn't be doing, so bloop, done. Anyway, I am struggling a bit this summer. I started this YouTube channel in December of 2017, so it's only been 7 months, roundabouts, since I started this channel, and I'm hitting that bit where I'd usually do with things that are like this, where I start struggling, because maintaining a consistent motivation and effort can be tough for me. I'm a little, I don't know, I just struggle sometimes with it. I'm trying really hard because I really have enjoyed doing this, and I think I will and continue to enjoy it. I just got to get over this hump. And the poison ivy did not help, and the heat has not helped. Ooh. I don't know why I got so blown out. I feel like if I move sometimes, like the camera picks up a different book cover and it blows me out or makes it darker. Or it's the light. I think it's just brighter over here. Anyway, what you cannot see, because as you can also tell, we are back in my normal filming space. Sort of. What you cannot see is I am boxed in here. We came in and we made this little tiny area so I could still film, because it's going to be a while. Because, you know, everything's a learning process. In the other room where we'd removed the popcorn and we painted everything and it was great and it was going to be so good. Well, I was looking at it as we were getting ready to take some of the tape down, and we realized that I didn't really think about the fact that once we removed the popcorn from the ceiling, it would just be raw drywall. There wouldn't be any primer on it. There wouldn't be anything. You didn't think that because it's been painted a bajillion times. So the raw drywall had just all of the moisture out of the ceiling paint and had given this crackle, which is very pretty, but not necessarily what you need. So we had to leave the tape up, prime everything, let the primer dry, repaint the ceiling, and then we're going to reinstall the ceiling fan, the ceiling light, and check and make sure there's no spots on the walls that need touch-ups, because I think there's a couple, kind of tell with the work lights in there, but we will look. And then once that's done, I think we're going to try and move anything in the hallway and the master into there and do those. Live and learn. Live and learn. But so I have like fishing poles right here, just out of frame. I managed to get them out of frame without touching them because I keep knocking them over. And boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of all kinds of various things. And furniture from other rooms. Yeah, it's quite crowded in here. A little claustrophobic, but we're good. We are back in this space. I prefer filming here. My recliner, it just moves too much. I just don't like it. And I know everybody loved, well, my mom. Loved the dogs making appearances on the episodes filmed in the living room, but in all honesty, it was rather difficult for me. I, again, get distracted kind of easily, and to have the dogs walking around and doing stuff and noises from other rooms, I don't get a lot of ambient noise in here. So I can kind of tune everything out and just focus on talking to you lovely folks. So, done with the poison ivy. We hopefully will be filming in here for a little bit. It will be a little crowded. C'est la vie. Yeah, no, life goes on. I think that's it for life stuff. So, currently reading. I actually am reading 3 books right now, which is kind of crazy for me. I usually try and keep it down to just an audiobook and a paper book. But what happened was, my paper book at the moment is still The Chronicles of Crystalmancy, Volume 3 by Diana Wynne Jones. Get my face out of there. I am still in the first one, which is Conrad's Fate. And I'm about, let's see. I think I'm almost done. Yep. I'm about halfway through the first story, so I still got about half of Conrad's Fate. Really been enjoying it, and enjoying the tie-in to The 7 Lives of Christopher Chant from Volume 1. The Lives of Christopher Chant from Volume 1. Exactly. I don't know why I said 7, because it's 9. Blah. Anyway, so I've been reading that, and I've really been enjoying that. However, during the poison ivy spells, I had a lot of nights where I couldn't sleep. But I had taken the Chronicles of Crystalmancy into the bedroom. And when I can't sleep and I want to get up and read, I go out into the living room. And I don't know why, but I kept forgetting to grab my book off the nightstand to bring out to the living room with me. So I said, screw it, and I got a different book. And I think I'm the only person in the world that would pick up a book like this to help me sleep. But it's what I picked up. It's been really fun. I've been enjoying it. But it's Alfred Hitchcock presents More Stories to Tell. More Stories for Late at Night. I love this cover. It's super creepy. Really enjoy it. It's really good. I think I've read the first 2. Yeah, I read 2 stories all the way through, and I am in the 3rd one, which I'm kind of excited about because it is The Sound Machine by, get the face, there we go, right? It's pretty cool looking. So, I am a couple pages into that story, but I've gotten over the poison ivy, and so I wasn't getting up in the middle of the night and reading, so I've gotten behind. So I'm reading those 2 as my paper books right now. Alfred Hitchcock did get put on the back burner until I finished the Chronicles of Crystalmancy. And then my audiobook at the moment is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. It's really good. It's one of those classics I just never gotten around to reading. But I also didn't have a very clear picture of what it was. It's very good. I'm really enjoying it. It's read by the author, which is nice for some bits and hard for other bits. But I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm about halfway through it. I think that's right. I finished a couple books, audiobooks, while I was away. Namely, The Circle. Dave Eggers, I think, wrote that. It's also been made into the Tom Hanks, Emma Watson movie. I have not watched the movie yet. Maybe look that up today, this afternoon, for my chill time Sunday afternoon. The book was fantastic. I really enjoyed that book. And I finished, I don't think I've talked about that yet. Yeah, I finished Witches of America by Alex Marr. Not quite as much of a favorite, but I will do book talks eventually on those. I don't know. There's a couple book talks and a couple movie talks and a couple TV talks that I'm behind on, and I don't think I'm going to do them today. Mostly because my mojo is just really low. I think I'm going to do this and I'm going to do a crafty time. But I think that's all we're really going to get for this week. And I'm sorry, y'all. I am. But we're still going to be putting out content. We just maybe will tone it down a bit until I get over this hump of finding my YouTube mojo, I guess. I don't know. I don't. TV. What am I currently watching? It's not a currently watching, it is one I finished, but oh my god, I have to talk about a little extra on top of the TV talk that will come from it, which is I finally watched the series finale of Sense8 on Netflix. Oh my god, you guys, this show, so good. So good, so weird and out there and crazy and awesome and fantastic. I love it so much. Everybody should watch it. It deals with sexuality and love and life. And then it has an adventure, science fiction type twist to it. It's phenomenal. It really is. I just adore it. And then we are in the middle of Legion and Westworld still. Both of which, I have to say, the most recent episodes, as of the time of me filming this, which is, today is June 17th. So good. The newest episodes kind of turned both shows, both seasons around for me, and I am, like, all in now, and I want to know what happens. Yeah. I did just have a moment of remembering I should probably say that next weekend I'm probably not filming. So we're probably having another weekend off. But we are going down, me and my mother and my grandmother are going down to Texas to visit my brother who just moved to Texas. It's going to be so hot. So hot. I've been debating trying to crank out like a little cotton boho lightweight shirt to wear because, God, I'm going to burn up. But I love my brother, so we're going to go see his new place and visit with him and his family. So I'm not going to have anything filmed. Boo. But we'll get back on schedule. We will get this evened out again, I promise. Until next time. Next in time to be a little random. Bye, y'all.